Hello guys, my name is Mikelo. Welcome to a video all about skill points. I just want to say yes, this video is ironically 30 minutes long because skill points have a lot of dumb shit to them. First things first, with skill points you're able to use skills, charge in the sparking mode, and add history of transformations. Like if I want to transform up with Vegeta into sparking mode, I have to have at least one skill point to go into one of those. You can run every character has different requirements to transform, so the transformation one is different and every character has different requirements to use their skill moves. But there are 4 different archetypes of skill types in the game. Like let's say for instance you're playing a speed type like Tapion, or Tampon as I like to call him because he's fucking shit. Tampon is a speed type character, so he recovers skill counts a little tiny bit faster than good old fashioned Goku over here. By, like, not by much, but like by a little bit. Then I'm going to be using a skill user kind of character. Now, a skill user kind of character, there's 4 of them in the game. Notice how there's 5 speed type users in the game. Actually, no, there's 3. No, 2. Skill users are Master Roshi and Hercule. And technically Yajirobe, but he's a different kind of skill user. He's skill user Yajirobe. He's special because his skill count does not recover faster, but he does get better defense than other skill users. See, by the time I get 2, Goku's ready at 1.5. Now it's time to talk about the 2 kind of archetypes of characters in the game that gain skill count slower. And that is number 1, secret type characters. They kind of sort of gain a little bit slower. Now a secret type of character is MUI, UI Goku, and Beast Gohan. Yes, there's only 3 in the whole game. We have 208 characters. Come on, Spike Toon stuff. You can make more characters secret. I'm just saying. Or maybe make Power type have this problem. And then of course there is, as of right now, the God type characters which recovered slowest. Spike Toons off. I know we're getting another God type character next in the summer patch. My birds agree with me. Chomper's gonna be God type, but right now we only have 3 of them. We have Whis, Beerus, and Topo. And holy hell, their skill points recover slow. Which, I mean, like, it's okay and shit. Like, you know, Goku's able to reach 1.25 by the time I get my 1. Spike maybe gotta, like, make it a little bit bigger. I want Goku to reach 1.5. But that's enough for talking about useless skill point recovery. Let's not talk about ways that you can stop yourself and your opponent from getting the skill count. It's actually the fun stuff. So, one way you can stop yourself from recovering skill points entirely is by locking yourself off. Alright, yep. See, the second you lock off from your opponent, it's also the exact same second you stop gaining skill count. The second you lock onto your opponent, you stop gaining skill count. If your opponent locks on first, then he starts gaining it first. I was trying to show off that he can, like, lock on stuff, but I guess this Goku's a little stupid. As in canon. I'm really... why about But, second you relock on, your skill count does come back and start regenerating at its normal rate. Now, there are ways to force add skill count onto your character. Now we're saying what I mean by force add. Sorry. I mean there's ways to stop your opponent from getting skill count really shortly. And I've been doing perception attacks. Specifically perceptions that you can charge up, like the heavy finish perception, the key blast cannon, every single other perception in the game but auto perception attack. Like, as long as you can get that, as long as you don't have that one, then your character immediately gets bumped up. Because you can just stop your opponent real quick from gaining skill points. Why? Because the game's good. Now, there is another way. This only goes for 3 characters in the whole game. And that is with a character like Goku, where the Sonic Sway slows down the game a little tiny bit. If you do the Sonic Sway counter attack, you will also pause your opponent's skill point gain. I see right there, it's pause. It's hard to notice on YouTube, but I promise that it pauses on that one. And it's really cool. And it's only usable and noticeable with a character that has like the super slow down version of the Sonic Spray attack. I don't know why I did that, was put it like that, but I'm loving it. Please just make it so more character archetypes like Super Saiyan get that buff or some shit. Because I don't know, I gotta Goku gets it only. Now there is a way to force add skill points. Goku, come on, you want to beam clash me, Goku? Bad boy Goku, come on, bro. We're beam clashing Goku. Took that a little bit high from him, yeah. Now one way to force add skill points, and the only way, is to do clashes. Or impacts, as it's called in the game. Right now we're doing the beam impact. And win or lose, no matter what, you will always get one skill count for just initiating it. Bad Goku. It might be some attack. Let me see if he's gonna do it again. So as you see over here, while you're in an attack, while you're in a rush or a super animation and unlike of it, you don't gain any skill count. Your skill count pauses. As you see, we just entered the dash impact, and I'm able to get one skill count for it. But I do find it really cool how for lifting your rush super you to stop gaining skill count. I find that cool stuff. Until your rush super animation is done. And such that you can tell when you have no more end lag of your rush super by the second your skill count card starts recovering. I'm blocking that Goku. Oh. I swear to God I grabbed. I swear to God I grabbed. Yeah, you see? During the grab clash, win or loss, you still gain that one skill count. And if you perception your opponent's rush super and or beam super, they still don't recover skill count because the teleport adds and the deflect adds extra time to they can gain skill count. I think that's cool. I've seen the step impact. Come on, we're talking about step minute. Yes. See, even for initiating class, you still get one skill count. Yippee! Now, there is another way for you to forcefully add skill count on to specifically yourself. Oh, easy block. And that way is to get down to your final HP bar of health. Okay, Goku, come on, talk to me. Nice, Goku. But the second you get down to your last HP bar of health, for the first time and only the first time, just in case you think Wii doesn't help you, it does not. So you can get down to that last HP bar, you will gain one skill count. It's kind of like a comeback mechanic, I guess. But speaking of comeback mechanics, we'll be talking about one real shortly, actually. Yep. Doing back attack combos, or back massage as I like to call it right now, is you give your opponent extra skill count by a large margin. Because this is another, in the game's eyes, comeback mechanic. I love comeback mechanics. And it doesn't go off of how many hits you have, it goes off of how, like, it doesn't go off of like how big the combo is, but it goes off of how many hits the combo has. So if you're a character like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and you got your opponent's back, you are just donating skill points to them. You're just giving them free skill points. You're just being a donation for them at that point. Which means if your opponent has explosive wave, you're getting fucking dipped out of your mind. Yes! Birdie, I said it because it's true. Now, another way to gain skill point a little bit faster, and this is not for your opponent but for you, is by blocking rush chains like heavy finish, the final rush attack, you get a little surge, and by blocking flying kicks and ki cannon and blaster wave, not rush key waves though. Don't block that one, just banish that one. Okay, you son of a bitch. But, let's hit the wrong one. There is another way for you to gain skill counts at a accelerated rate a little bit faster. Then this blocking doesn't give you too much accelerator, like the smallest amount. But the next way we're going to talk about gives you a big amount, and that's by high-speed evasioning. Yep. Now every time you high-speed evasion, whether that be from beams or rush supers or your opponent's attack combos, rush chains and chain combos, you gain a little bit of a surge of skill count gauge. It's a small boost. It'd be a little bit bigger spike tunes off to the same extent. Here's a touch. Now, this is technically still a vanish, but it's something way different, and that is Z counters. The longer you are in a Z counter battle, the more skill count you get. I just realized I forgot to put that dude on minimum. But please let it be known that every Z counter you do also ties the same amount of same amount of skill count you get with your opponent, which is kind of cool. I do feel like the dev should maybe, like, as the longer the Z counter war goes on, the more skill count you get, because it does get progressively harder. Yeah, I forgot to put that minimum. Fuck, I'm a little stupid. I was recording this at like 3 a.m. Alright, there we go. Now there is another way to gain skill count, which one would believe, and that is by doing rush high speed movements return. But you do not actually gain skill count faster for doing rush high speed movements return. What is actually happening is that your opponent is regenerating skill counts slower thanks to rush high speed movement return. Rush high speed movements in general. Return this doesn't pause your skill count gain. Like goku, you got combos, bro. 8K in for what? In for what, Spike? Now, there is ways to gain skill count faster, also through smashes, and that's by doing attack breaks. Attack breaks happens whenever you successfully block an up or down smash. You guys want to know how long it took me to find that shit in game name? A whole day. The devs hit it. It's an explanation of controls in the E-manual. The fucking E-manual. Who the fuck put shit there? Now you can also gain skill points faster by key deflection. Just deflecting regular key blasts and shit. You gain more for standing still than you do moving, since while you're moving, you are technically deflecting less. It's kind of funny. And you just have such a good movement that the key blasts are just avoiding you, because it has bad tracking. Now, oh, my up D-pad is broken. Oh, I feel like I'm hitting up D-pad. Hold up. Did I play the game? My up D-pad is working right now. Another thing, you also do not gain extra skill count for key reflection. And what's reflection and what's deflection? Deflection is, your basic bitch ass key blast, the rush one. That's deflecting, but reflecting is a smash key blast. You gain nothing for that. And let me showcase such amenities. I'm now gonna put my goat god Vegeta, should be a god type character, the same spikes himself. See, let's make sure you know these guys recover skill count at the same pace. Boom. And God Vegeta is a Super Saiyan type character, as you mentioned before on... I did not mention he was a Super Saiyan type character before on this channel, but trust me, bro. Yeah, I'm now just gonna deflect the charge ki blast back to my opponent. I forgot to deflect that one. Select so far 1, 2, 3. And our skill count recovers at the same pace. I'm not going to do it while moving. And as you can see, I'm moving and shit. Do one more. Oh, fuck, I missed. Got the second one though. And we recover skill count at the exact same rate. I still don't know why I did that as I made it so you recover no skill point or get a little boost skill gauge for deflecting smash ki blast, but only for deflecting rush ki blast. I feel like it's a bit of an oversight in the game's mind, a little tiny bit. But who really cares? Now let's talk about ways that you can hinder yourself from getting skill count. As mentioned before, there's good old fashioned rush high speed movements. See, the more you spam punch vanish, as it's what's commonly known by, the more you technically put the brakes on your skill count every once in a while. I messed it up. But yeah. See, this can be really bad. I mean, both of these characters recover skill point at the exact same time, and boom! Man, Goku out here having more skill point than me. This also happens if you utilize vanishing assaults at all. Hope you guys are noticing a trend here, but every time you do a vanish of any kind, even perfect smashes, your skill count takes a break. It's hella noticeable in perfect smashes. I'm not sure if the YouTube quality is gonna help you show it, but you can notice the break. I'm ass. Holy shit, I'm ass. 1, 2. Like, you guys can notice every single break on those. Hopefully. Like, I'm saying that please just rework it where perfect smashes either have way better fucking tracking and don't fix the skill point fuckery, or make them don't break skill points. Like, don't make them don't pause skill points at all. Now, another step to also cook over your skill point recovery or your skill gain is by doing chain combos, like tornado slash as we call it in game, or your good old doubt to have you finish. You guys noticing a trend already? Or heavy crush, kinda sorta, because of that teleport. Yep, you heard me right. Every single chain combo that has a teleport gets fucked over. This even goes for like the chain combo ki blast cannon attack, which I do not have on Vegeta, but he teleports 3 times technically in that chain combo. The first time, which is to do the move, yes, he does teleport for that. The second time is to do the other thing, to kick up and then kick down. Now there are some exceptions to chain combos that get fucked over by skill point recovery. One of those exceptions is good old aerial slash. Your skill gain recovers just like normal. You don't get diddied all over a skill point fuckery. He reacts to that loud, it's crazy. As you see right here, I did tornado slash, and you can really tell the difference. My skill point did not have any weird breaks in it, so yeah, that's cool as shit. Now, another one like this is also the first part of rolling press. But you do lose skill points the second you want to do the down follow-up. But let's be honest, the punch down follow-up for this shit sucks dick anyways, so you should not be using it. Now, another safe skill point wise chain combo is her rolling hurricane. During all the rolling hurricane, you are completely safe from not losing skill points. Now, chat, you are technically correct. Technically, you guys are correct. Heavy Crush is technically safe on skill point games as long as you don't do the final hit. But it's my video, go fuck yourself type shit. But remember how I said before, teleports kind of cook your ass? Well, so by the way, in order to be taking skill points at a faster rate, I forgot to mention this before, that is by grab breaking. For each grab break you do, you get a little surge in skill count. As you guys can see right there, it's a little surge. He goes up by like, I think, a tenth or some shit. Not a lot, but it's still noticeable when you're specifically looking just for it. It's actually so noticeable that after 3, I'm still like barely 75% the way there. Alright, I'll put it back here, and I'm gonna now talk about high-speed movements. Now, I did also forget to mention just one other safe chain combo, and that is because this one is technically universally safe with one sole exception. And that chain combo is dash blow. While you're doing dash blow, you do not lose item with a level 2. By the way, if you block a level 2 or higher smash key blast, you do gain a little bit of thingamajiggy. Skill count. But you guys remember before in the Diamond Goku raid where I said, by the way, it's super cool that Diamond Goku doesn't teleport during his dash blow? You guys remember I said it before about teleport sucking dick for skill count? Yep. Not only giving your opponent a free back attack upgrade, but you're also having a little pause in your skill count. I'm going to tell you exactly where the pause happens. Right there. It just paused the second you do the teleport. Which, you know, for a fun tech, it definitely does make this character feel and be more unique. Which is really cool. W Spike tunes off. Let's get back to the Holy Goat, Vegeta. So yeah, see, if you do a level 1 charge key blast, you do not gain extra skill count. It has to be level 2 and higher. And also, if you're running a scouter character, you're just being another donation. You guys notice one thing, bro? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the donation character, bro. You're donating them skill points. You're donating them super counters. Like, they just gotta buff my boy Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, man. And I accidentally did a dragon homing. Uh-oh. So, you guys won't be able to notice, the skill gain. Okay. Now, before we said teleports are bad, right? Technically, yeah, they are. But there is one sole exception to the teleport rule, and that is high-speed movements. As you see, I'm spamming high-speed movements out of my fucking ass. And both me and Goku recover skill count at the exact same rate. A little bit more consistency would be nice. This even happens if you spam super movements, which is the Dragon Dash one, and it's not called Dragon Strafe, it's called super movements. Please guys, lock the fuck in. I just love how purple his super movements is, like that deep magenta he has to it. That shit's tough. As you see, recovers at the exact same rate. Now, if you guys have noticed one thing so far, skill points are gained through defensive technique. Like, the better you are at defense, you get more skill counts. And it does not super well reward you with offensive technique. As you can tell with the teleports fucking over and how every chain combo has to have a teleport on it. There is one sole exception to this. And that is doing dragon homings and burst smashes. What is a burst smash? That's a burst smash. But as you see, dragon homings give you skill count and burst smashes also give you skill count. Now, please note, the only way to get skill count from dragon homings is by moving with them. You cannot just like X and square to get skill count. You have to do X, move a singular for like 2 frames in a singular direction to get skill count. This shit's actually so bad, I'm gonna use, you know what, I'm not gonna change the skill count again. I'm gonna use good old fashioned Beerus. I'm gonna kill him with a quick back attack, and I'm just gonna use dragon homings. And I'm catching up with him. Slowly but surely in skill count gain. I'm even gonna do a perfect smash just to fuck with it. Like, I do wanna say one thing. It is a pretty good mechanic. Like how well made skill counts were. But holy hell. Why make a defensive mechanic turn into an offensive mechanic last second? Like, this doesn't even feel intentional that they wanted to do this. And you see, like, I'm already catching up to the Goku, which had a 1 skill count lead, thanks to Dragon Homing. I think, oh, but don't you have to land the attacks? No. For simply just doing the Dragon Ash animation itself, you are getting the skill count. Landing attacks just allows you to gain more, tactically. Now, I know what you're saying, but this is fucking useless. You're never gonna land a burst smash. Well, chat, I did forget to mention another safe rush chain in the game, and that is Energy Storm, aka the best rush chain in the game to ever exist. I'm gonna give my opponent a W back attack combo. Oh, I did the full Energy Storm. You know what? Who cares? This is gonna be gonna show off a little bit more. Yeah, I hit him with good old Energy Storm to the cancel, so I don't do the Ki Blast. And I'm just going to do a quick Ghost Dash. And since this is a true hard knockdown, they can't do jack shit but vanish. And they vanish, guess what? I'm safe on energy. I'm safe on Burst Smash getting vanished. I don't know why the devs put it like that, but I just am. That's actually so bad that I gain faster skill count than the person that's getting hit with back attack combos and getting their ass handed. So to this, they do not understand why the devs make back attack combos. I know it's a comeback mechanic, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. But yeah, it is really interesting on how the devs decided to utilize their skill count manipulation. Now, keep in mind, this is the end of the video without items. If we were going to talk about items, which I am, but if you're only here for like the boost in skill count, you can go. Thank you guys for watching this far into the video. I know it's a fucking slog of a video talking all about skill counts and shit, but holy heck is there a lot. Now let's talk about skill count with items. Right now I have the item Dragon Spirit, which is the only item game which increases skill count recovery rate. Please note that this does not increase the little surge you get for doing the defensive techniques like vanishing and Z counters and even Dragon Homing and burst smashes. It only affects your normal recovery rate. I don't know why the devs put it like this, but the recovery rate is, I think, at a fixed percentage of like 20%. I think, I don't know. Only I know is that it makes Vegeta become like a speed type character. It kinda sorta makes good old Tampon become like a skill user, and it makes a skill user become fucking broken. I mean, let's look at this key recovery rate. I mean, stand still. Pose. But yeah, I do want to say one thing. This is gonna be the epilogue of this episode or some shit. The volley guide is gonna get pushed back until after battle hours. The only reason why I'm pushing back the volley guide is because I know the devs are going to do something with volleys, hopefully. And the singles tier list, like, I'm wrapping that shit up. It's going to get its own video, which should be coming out today at, like, hopefully 10 p.m. or maybe next week. But I am also going on vacation next week, and I'm going to be going to battle hour. So if you guys want to meet up with the Mr. Satan player, I'm going to be chilling at battle hour, probably in the Sparking Zero and Universe 2 habitats type shit. If you guys really want to type shit. I'm just dark and itchy boy. Hi, I'm running, I should say. That was a W 30-minute vid. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye. By the way, I forgot to mention during the cooking yourself in skill point game that vanishing attacks, the triangle spam master knockaways, cook your skill point recovery because it's a vanish. Thank you. Bye bye for real time.